Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another Crowncast.
Hi.
Today, you, you're not even waiting for me to introduce you, so you're like,
No.
yeah, we just go at it. So we have at Mr. Lambent production, Sir Senor Lambent, or however you want
Yeah,
to
a
call
man
him.
of many names.
Yes, but at least we can say your name. Anthony, it's not the name we can say
No,
his.
his name's pathetic. He should be executed.
He should be executed for it. Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you doing this day, morning?
Uh,
I don't know what the time is at your.
Well, it's around noon in the Eastern time zone, so I'm doing
So
pretty good.
yeah,
I'm not usually up around this time because I'm nocturnal, so I don't know. I just happened to be up, so I figured we'd knock this out.
yeah, yeah. I have been doing that nocturnal thing mostly, but now I have been forced to go up early or early. It's like 10, 11. That's freaking
Yeah,
early.
that's a crime in my eyes, but I've actually been up since 12 a.m., so it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a weird day, I guess. I woke up at like 5 or 6 p.m. yesterday and then 8, and then I was like I'm really tired now, so I slept for like 5 hours and I've been up since. So it's really weird. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't think I'll ever run on a normal sleep schedule again.
Well, it's not that hard really when you get into if you have work, it's easier to or have
Yeah,
something you
when that
need to do.
happens, I'll be forced to. I mean,
So
I just like being up when no one else is up. It's a good feeling.
yeah, sort of is. Uh, I like the calm of in the night, sort of.
Yeah,
I
it's nice.
usually just end up me and my brain doing some thinking and stuff.
Yeah, my brain never shuts up, so it's always good to give it an environment where it can speak as loud as it wants to.
You should have two voices for it. Just say it all out loud.
I just want to know what it's like to be dumb. Like what's it like to just be absent-minded? I need to find like a dumb person who doesn't get insulted by me saying that, but like I
Yeah,
just want to know what it's like.
yeah. You wonder what they do when they because they don't seem to think. So I wonder what.
Yeah, I mean it's very odd because on one side of the spectrum it's like okay, if I never thought anything and my mind was actually quiet sometimes, that would be quite relaxing.
Yeah,
But then I'd be dumb, so that wouldn't be fun.
true.
So, having the ability to think is sometimes not the best, but
That's usually
it
why
pays
I
off.
drink. Those are the times where my mind just doesn't think, just acts.
So I guess it would be like being drunk all the time.
Yeah, which I would never do. I mean, the
Yeah.
hangover is too annoying. It's not worth it, in my opinion. To
I
be,
never drank, so I can't really share much. But I can say that when I used to smoke, that was the thing that I would go for too. It was just complete silence in the mind. So I understand where you're coming from.
yeah, it's so funny. I always say at school when we would uh, last year when I would drink, people would be so surprised because I would be like the center of attention, and I was usually the guy just sat silent and shut up in the
Yeah.
background. So everyone was just so surprised at that. So yeah,
Yeah, well, that's pretty much being belligerent, so it makes sense. I think that is what it's supposed to mean. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you're not getting into fights and stuff,
No,
that's
I'm lucky.
violent.
I'm not one of those people that get angry when I'm drunk.
Yeah, those are not fun people.
Yeah. I remember one of the people I know. He has a friend that gets every time he drinks. He gets angry and starts fighting. So
Yeah,
that must be. I mean, if you like to drink, and but you get angry when you're drunk, that must be the
that's a
worst.
recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't had the and I don't like the idea of addictive substances. So I try and stay away from drinking. But if someone's responsible with it, I don't really have a problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, so the funny thing about the internet, people, I'm a voice guy for the Ramborsha when it comes to drinking, but I'm not really one of the people that drink really much.
Yeah,
So think it's kind of funny that way. So some people may think I drink a lot, but I
you're
really,
the alcoholic of the Ram Porsche.
yeah, yeah. Depends. It always depends on how it affects people. Mm. Because it
Yeah.
affects me positive, because get I get I have more fun when I'm drunk, and I have so and I like to entertain people when I'm drunk. I don't know why, but it's just so that's the positive side for me. Other people I know have more problem with it when they're drinking, that can control it or get angry and stuff. So yeah,
Oh yeah, and I guess that's kind of what happens though when you have a community that's led by someone who doesn't drink or do any sort of drug.
yeah,
And his only guilty pleasure is talking about elephants having sex. So
yeah. But OJ has to be the spokesman for drinking in our community.
has he ever had a drunk? I don't follow it enough, but like I never remember him being like I've gotten this drunk that one time and it was awful or anything like that.
No, I don't think he's drunk, but I think he likes to drink
Yeah,
now
some
and then.
people just like wine and stuff.
Yeah, I think he like whiskey and stuff like that. So yeah, whiskey is not really my thing.
Yeah, isn't that like the strong stuff?
Yeah, I uh, I like to do shots because I
Oh, that's pretty strong.
yeah, it's just yes, it's just because uh, my body doesn't really like much liquid. So when you drink like beer and stuff, for you to get drunk, you need to drink a lot of
Yeah.
liters or whatever measurement for, and then I will just throw up because I have too much liquid. It's not because I'm drunk. It's just my I usually I don't need to drink a lot of
I'm the same way
water
with water.
yeah, water and stuff. I don't need to drink that much too during the day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, every Lambent cast I've ever done, I've gone for like an hour or 2 hours without drinking anything. So I can relate to not having to drink a lot of stuffs.
yeah, I usually drink something when I do uh, crown cast, just because I want something to do while I'm while I'm casting it. It's not because I need to drink. It's just, for instance, now I'm
Yeah,
drinking.
you need something to break some time up so you can think for a second.
Yes, exactly. Or get a
I know
passing.
your methods.
Yes, I already picked up some efforts.
All I do is just kind of sit there silent for about 30 seconds and then I keep going. Or I find something on the internet. Like, I'll just, like, mindlessly browse Twitter for, like, a minute and then forget that I was recording something.
Yeah. I usually have the recording program in front of me, so it just makes it easier because I see it in front of me. So that's how I roll. Yeah, so what else can we talk about? Yeah, you haven't played GTA 5 because you're waiting for the PC.
Yeah, I saw Hazard tweet something that's hinting at a PC release.
Yeah.
Apparently in the iFruit app or something. I don't know. I don't know the GTA lingo. Apparently that's some sort of app
Yeah,
for something.
iFruit app, you can get it on your real iPhone or whatever, I think it is.
Yeah, so in
S-
the iPhone app, because I got confused with the terminology, but with the iPhone app, someone went into it folder by folder, like most people do with games now, and like they do with like old games and stuff.
Yeah,
And you can usually find like Easter eggs and stuff, like with the Awesome Knots thing. I think there is like a whole
yeah,
Easter egg that could be found. So
yeah,
people do that with like everything now, and what they found was something that was hinting towards PC assets. So, like, basically, that confirms anything about there not being a PC release, or just waiting for Rockstar to say, we're gonna release it on this date. So I have to wait for that.
yeah.
But yeah, I haven't watched any GTA gameplay. I don't even know the main characters' names. I don't know anything about the game. I'm going in completely blind because I don't want it to be spoiled for me.
I
So yeah,
completely understand.
that's resulted in like a massive disconnect from like everyone that played the game. So
Yeah, I don't really like to, s- at least now, not to talk about too much on Twitter and stuff. I just said my all round feelings of it because I felt like it was a feeling wise. I think it was a great game,
yeah,
but it's still it's like it's a GTA game. It's like the concept haven't changed. You have, I mean, y the only way you could get like almost the feeling that it's perfect game for you is if it's something really you haven't played before or something that you really love from the beginning. And I, although I love GTA games, uh,
yeah.
I mean I love them for different reasons. I mean it's just because what me and my cousin made it into. We played GTA 3. We just stole tanks and stood up on rooftops and shot people. I mean, we were not even trying to play that game, like the story part of it. We just having fun, uh, getting as many police officers after us and trying to get away. It's just, and I feel like d- how the more, at least now that I'm this age, I feel like morals makes you don't really want to do it, and at least in GTA 5 for me. But that's just my feeling
all,
to it.
all I've really heard is that there's some sort of huge torture scene in it, but other than that, like I don't know. It seems like this GTA is like the most controversial, but I only think it is because of the internet, really,
Yes,
because it is the
yeah,
first release where the internet is like so big.
yeah, it's completely true. It's yeah, I don't think it's that controversial. Maybe I mean the torture scene. I mean, if you understand it's a game, then it's not that
Yeah.
big of an issue. I mean, there unless you go for the all-out methods. But I don't think that like you can't be as gruesome as you would. I mean, it's standard torture stuff, even that you see in like
Oh
movies and stuff.
man, only the standard stuff.
Yeah, only the standard. You would almost want to do it like in Casino Royale. That would be.
Yeah. or just go full Zero Dark 30. That movie is
Yeah,
apparently like all torture.
yeah. It's that one was Zero Dark 30. In my opinion, was too a little bit too slow. Too much from my
Yeah, I didn't see it. I just heard that like there's a ton of torture stuff because it relates to that time.
yeah,
But the thing that makes GTA different for me from release to release is the amount of time they take. Like I every time that a new GTA comes out, like you'd think by 5 I would be like, "Oh, okay, I know what to expect." But like the way that they do trailers and the way that they do gameplay like in the trailers and stuff, like especially from San Andreas to GTA 4 and then GTA 4 to GTA 5.
mm,
Like they just set this like way of like I feel that they do the thing that they're supposed that companies should do with sequels. Like each sequel looks so much different, other than GTA 3 to Vice City, because that was like within a year.
yeah.
But
But that
I
was
mean,
just because they had the engine for it,
yeah,
and they were like, okay, we have the engine, and we know that we can't get better graphics on this console. Really, we can just tweak it a bit. So why don't we just have different settings? So
yeah,
I feel like that, and they also added some stuff to it as well on and every like Vice City got some new things, and then San Andreas had probably the most stuff in it. So
yeah. I mean, when I'll lose faith in GTA when it goes from Grand Theft Auto 5 to Grand Theft Auto 5 2 and then Grand Theft Auto 6, like I'll lose faith then, but it seems like they're sticking to a very good like quality control when it comes to sequels. And then
yeah,
the whole like this is basically like pushing this gen to its limits in every way.
yeah,
I don't know. I when I saw the first trailer, I was just like, "Oh man, this is amazing!" And so, it's probably been the most game that I've had since seeing the first gameplay for Skyrim. I think.
yeah. I think that I know people say that they don't want a new console, but I still when I see it like GTA, I see like GTA 5. It has amazing graphics, yes, but it's you can still feel like, well, if this is pushing it, I feel like they can, if we just get a little bit better console like we're just getting like
Yeah.
getting up to having 1080p full and 60 fps. I'm hoping at least, and if we get that, it's and we get a little bit better capacity from the consoles, I feel like that is enough for lasting a while again. So I feel like it's time for new consoles. I know people want it to, maybe Beyond Two Souls will make me feel differently, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, this generation has been really long, and I don't see a reason why next generation won't last even longer.
Yeah,
I just think we're hitting a wall when it comes to graphics in
yeah,
games. I mean, you
yeah,
can't get much
completely.
better.
Yeah, that's my feeling to it as well. I don't until we get like what people are talking about 4K TVs and stuff, when we're getting to the next level of
Yeah.
screens and stuff. Until then, we can't really evolve it any further. But and that will take many years more for it to reach that level. So it would take time. So I probably will have as long of a generation as this one was.
And also like the games are expanding as far as size. Like that's the direction that it's going into. I wouldn't say technically they're getting like extremely better. Like
Mm.
Rome Total War 2 was like what like 20 something gigabytes and stuff. LA Noir was around like 15, at least on PC, I mean.
Mm.
And so I just feel like there's more and more being packed into games. And
Yeah.
from a consumer perspective, I would like more to be packed into it rather than graphical updates. Like, I could still play a game that looks like GTA 4. Like, GTA 5 looks nice and all, but the graphics were fine. I don't. I'm just looking for in the next generation of consoles,
Yeah.
more work with virtual reality and
Yeah. I'm hoping. Yeah. I'm really hope. Sony's gonna develop their own. What's it called?
virtual reality
Yeah.
thing. That's probably the most technical term there is out there.
Yeah.
Oh
So.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool if they any console that can sell you a game basically by saying that you're in the game. I think will win the console war.
Yeah.
Like you can't get much better than that.
Yeah. And I mean, the immersion factor is what everyone is speaking about. I've never been able to try something like that, but I mean, the immersion
Yeah,
factor must be amazing of it.
that's when violence in video games should be considered a problem. Is when
Yeah.
you're actually in the game committing violent crimes against humanity and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And because that's been also stuff coming up recently. Everyone's, I don't know. I think it's just the internet being the internet, but people are really trying to blame games and stuff. And I know we've talked about this before in
Yeah.
different areas, but I mean, I don't understand. I, I was reading this one Kotaku article, and this one dude wrote a letter, and it was like addressing the parents that get like games
Yeah.
like GTA 5 for
Yeah. I
people who
was
can't
reading
see over
it.
the counter or whatever.
Yeah. I was reading that as well.
Yeah, I read it, and I I don't know. I believe in that you shouldn't let that type of thing happen, but I'd be hypocritical if I said it should be like some sort of enforced rule because I was playing these games really young,
Yeah.
and the guy he introduces that argument and he says like, oh well, then why, it's not about actually performing the violence. It's about like what about when my daughter comes crying home
Yeah.
when she gets called a bitch. It's like okay, TV
TV.
bitches all over the place, movies bitches all over the place. Like it's not that big of a deal. Why is your
I've learned
kid
more
stop being a bitch? Grow up.
Yeah, I learned. I think I learned swear words and stuff mostly from movies, not video games. Movies. So
Yeah.
the reason why I swear is because I watched mostly American movies, and they're like calling
Eric.
bitch. I mean, it's like the hero, and it's like cool to do it. Of course, you're gonna kids going to adapt to it and say, "Oh my God, did you see Bruce Willis?" Like, I mean, for me, it's like I feel like video games. It doesn't really. I can't remember that I really picked up any swear words directly from like a GTA game.
Yeah, I just think if you're gonna censor your kids from video games, you should be conscious of everything else. Because
Yeah,
like, how hard is it going to be for you to do anything with your loved, like your significant other? If you have to worry about them. Like if you really worry about a video game where they would be exposed to like sex, drugs, and all that stuff, and then you watch a TV show on network TV that has bunch of drug references and all that stuff. Like
yeah,
network TV's even scandalous these days. Like
yeah,
Cold Case, fucking Law and Order, all these stuff. All this
yeah,
stuff is like real dead bodies in it, but nobody really cares.
yeah.
I don't understand. Like it's something that has to do with consistency in a lot of ways. Like I don't understand how CSI is cool, but
It's
some
really
some
one of the most boring work you could ever do. I mean,
some game
seriously.
where you shoot some dude in the face is not like you show the dead body with the bullet in his head, but
Yeah,
doing it in a game is just unthinkable.
yeah, Yeah,
Or Law and Order Special Victims Unit, where you're
that's
talking
when,
about rape all
yeah,
the time.
yeah, that's one is even more, yeah, it's, yeah, I feel like the blaming the wrong things, but the people that gives money to the politicians are usually people in movies and uh, TV world, and
But
they
you
can't.
just need to get some good lobbyists.
Yes, that's the only reason. They can't blame the movie or TV because then they won't get backed with the money, and it's all about the money in the end. Money makes the world go round.
Indeed. Did you
Yes,
see that one Dodger vlog earlier this week?
yes,
I felt so bad after watching it. I don't know. It was one of those things that just like ruins your
yeah,
day after watching it.
yeah. It's
Oh man.
for people that don't know, she told people that she'd been like cheated on, like betrayed by like every relationship she's ever had. It's like, oh fucking god.
And she almost cried like twice in the
Yeah,
video. It was such a necessary video though, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it was delivered in the most. I mean, it was great on her part.
yeah,
She has my emotional support until like she commits murder at this
yeah.
point.
But but I can see the type of person that Dodger is. Probably people think that they can take advantage of her. Because
Yeah.
she's so cute, she's so nice. She's, I mean, people think that they can fool her for some reason. I think that's my guess to why people have done it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know like how she is really. I've never seen her in a public situation or anything like that.
Yeah, I've
But I
met her.
could see her
I've
being
met her.
very yeah.
So she's just like she's in her videos. She's isn't different. She's happy person. It's a yeah. So how she is in her vlogs is like she is in real life.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's very I don't know. I just thought the vlog was just really heavy.
Yeah, it was.
And I just don't I think it was so necessary because the comment sections are still going to be out of hand.
Yeah,
But she mentioned it in like the vlog after, like how crazy they were getting. Because like anytime she mentioned being around a guy, it was like, oh wow, she's with this guy.
guy, and she's banging that one and that. One.
Yeah, and then everybody was confused about her sexuality and stuff. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
if you can go like 2 years of making vlogs every day and never talking about anything relationship wise with any of your like coworkers or people that you see every day
yeah,
that have a huge impact on your life, you're doing an extremely good job of separating things.
yeah, yeah. She managed it really well.
Like I don't know how I probably wouldn't be able to do that.
You should watch Jesse Cox's Q&A video with
Yeah,
his
I
parents.
watched that.
You
That was
did.
like that was like the best video I've seen in a while.
Best
It's kind
parents
of like
ever.
uncomfortable at first, but I warmed up to it because
Yeah,
I like the main part. Well, the main like breaking the fourth wall part that I like the most is when Jesse says like he asks them a question about was I always this awesome throughout my whole childhood or whatever,
yeah, and
and
then he
they
just
just
answer.
like yeah they don't answer, and he's
Yeah,
like you assholes, and his dad's like don't cuss, don't cuss. That is my favorite part.
yeah, yeah. So many good parts. Like, I like her to be warm.
Yeah, that is good. I don't know. I like his. I thought that was funny. I've been a Jesse Cox fan for like forever now. I feel like,
Yeah, I
and
started when during I watched the Terraria videos with him and
oh
TB. I don't
yeah,
remember what point of the series, but
I watched him when the World of Warcraft Cataclysm beta was going on. That's pretty much when he started, and
yeah,
I still laugh when people are like, "What the fuck does OMFG Cata mean?" But I don't know. He was great. I actually watched his Machinima videos first because when he originally started, he wasn't aligned with anyone. He used to send his beta videos to Machinima,
yeah,
so that was cool. But I don't know. I watched his 6,000 video special thing too, or
yeah.
5,000, whichever one that was.
2,000 videos.
2,000? Fuck, I'm way off. Anyway, I thought that was a really good video too.
Yeah,
I was kind of disappointed with what made it and what didn't made it.
yeah. That's just amazing how it felt like it so much stuff were missing from it, and so I just felt like that was amazing how much fun stuff he has done.
Yeah, like the moments they picked out of RPG makers just
Yeah,
weren't they just weren't up to par.
yeah. I
Like
mean, it's because you can't really hear what Thomas is saying. I would love to know what kind of
I just wish Thomas and Maywis had a co-op channel, and that would just be the end of it.
yeah,
I stopped watching because I don't know, it got kind of like too much for me. Like they were on like episode like I don't know how long. Like they stopped titling them because of how many they had made.
yeah,
And so I stopped watching it, and every once in a while I try to watch it up until I hear Maywis, but I don't because there's like 10 of these, like all these European guys that
yeah,
sound similar.
yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, fuck, where the fuck is Maywis? Because I started watching right when it started, and so Maywis and Thomas were like the bee's knees.
Yeah.
They're amazing. And then Kiss K or whatever still
Yeah.
hasn't talked.
Yeah, no, that's kind of hilarious. He's
I
still
don't
around and still modding and stuff. Still,
I don't
still,
think they want him to at this point. It's
yeah,
just his thing.
yeah. Maybe that wraps things up. We can probably go on forever, but yeah,
Yeah. 3 hour crown cast. Who knows? We'll get smart guy in here.
yeah, he would love that.
I'm so glad that he's not here, though. I treasure every moment when he's not around me, I think.
Yes, Super Mario RPG 1. Yes, so that will do it, folks. You can find Mr. Lambent at
Probably in the description. I'm just
Yes,
kidding.
yes, yes, but I'm gonna say it as well. You
Oh,
can find
okay.
it in the description, or probably Lambent will also comment on this video. Probably, then you
Yeah,
just
I'll
can.
comment about my voice.
Yes, Lambent Production is the YouTube channel name, and Senor Lambent on the Twitterverse. You got
Yep.
anything else you want to share with the world that
Uh,
find you
uh,
on?
oh, I guess you can see me also on Gamer Talk Live whenever that gets revived on Kane Bringing the Pains Twitch channel. That's when
Yes.
you'll see me and Mark usually together
Yeah.
in the live format or whatever. I don't know when it's being brought back or whatever because Nate had a breakdown with the gaming community, but whatever. I don't really
I
care.
think
Hopefully it comes back soon.
yeah. Maybe he's just gonna come back with a bang, just come with a great guest. And we're gonna be like, he's fool us all. No, no, he doesn't.
Hopefully.
It's only Anthony gets the guest, so
We'll probably be back talking about video game art and the box art because we always seem to be talking about dumb topics anyway, so
yeah,
why not?
yeah, true. So yes, you can find me at Marcon Story on Twitter. And I maybe should plug my gaming channel for once in a while. KOC and Crown. It's I should have named it something easier maybe for the co-op channel. I don't know. I don't know if people remember it. I probably should promote it more.
You
That's
can
the problem.
always rename it with Google Plus. That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's why
So
there's a space in my name.
yeah. So thanks you guys for watching, and I will see you on another Chromecast. Bye.